Hello guys, what's good? I'm Saya Trades. I just passed my FundedNext 6K account. I'm so excited. Been trading for 4 years and I finally passed my first funded account. Now in this video I'm going to show you guys how I passed, my exact strategy, the psychology you need to pass an account, and then the mistakes I avoided so that you can pass yours too. Now let's get right into it. So this was the account. It's my name. Initial balance 6K was a stellar one step. The challenge was 6K. As you can see, I hit the maximum the profit target 10%. That was $600. It took me 19 trading days to do that. I'm going to explain why. My maximum loss limit was $360. My daily loss limit was $180. I never hit this. The maximum trading days. The maximum trading days was 2 days, and the profit target $600. Now let's look at the account. So as you can, this my lots. In total, I used about 5.79 lots. My win rate was 56.47%. My highest profit was the sum of my profits was 1,186, and the sum of my losses were 542.60. My best trade was $216, $216.72, and I only trade gold. As you can see, only gold, 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 gold. I only trade gold. That's one of the things you have to do when you want to pass the funded account. Stick to one pair. In trading, if you want to be successful, you have to stick to one pair and know the inside and out of that pair. These are all the statistics. Yep. Yeah, so that's basically it. Now I'm going to show you the rules of the account. So I need the stellar 2 steps. Stellar 2 steps means you have to pass one step and then pass another step. But I just wanted to do it once and for all. So like I just took a stellar 1 step. This is what I use. I recommend you also buy this. So this was my plan, the 6K. We have 6K, we have 15, 25K, 50K, 100K, and 200K. Now the 6K is $56.99. Then I'll give you a referral code. If you use it, you get minus 5%. I think it'll give you a discount of 5%. And then 15% performance reward. So after you pass the account, they're going to give you $50, $90, sorry, for the hard work you put in to pass the account. And the profit target is 10% of the 6K, which is $600. And the maximum loss limit is 6%, which is $360. The daily loss limit is 3%, which is $180, which means you don't have to lose more than $180 per day. If you lose more than that, they will stop your trading for that. They won't take the account. They will just stop your trading for that day, and then you can start trading the next day. And then the maximum loss limit is 360, which means you don't have, your account must not go you must not lose more than $360, right? So 360 minus 6K, my account must not go below that. And the performance reward up to 95%, but you're going to start with like 80%, and then you're going, as you scale up, the percentage is going to increase. You need to pass it in 2 days. So like consistency, like let's say for consistency is like 50%. As in, you have to, even if you make all the $600 in a day, you have to take another trade the following day, so that it becomes 2 days. Your first withdrawal is going to be in 5 days. You're going to take payout every 5 days, right? Now, what you have to know is that when you are buying a funded account, especially if you have not passed one before, you have to buy the cheap ones. You don't have to go for 200K if you're a beginner. You're just going to waste money. You have to buy small ones like 6K. Now 6K, you can buy like about 5 or 10 or something, right? And you want to pass the funded account as quickly as possible. You want to pass the challenge account as quickly as possible, right? So you want to risk high. When I say risk high, don't go beyond the 180 threshold, right? But you want to risk like $100 per setup or anything around that side, but it shouldn't go beyond $180, right? Because the challenge phase is like demo account. You want to like be fast with it and get to funded, then you're going to treat the funded like a baby, because that's when you actually make money, right? And every money you make, you'll be eligible for withdrawal. So I bought the 6K account because I've never passed an account, a funded account before. This is my first time, so I chose the 6K account. So that's I bought the 6K account, which was 65.99. Yeah, and then one thing I also discovered, or one thing I learned from my experience, was that if you are scalping, you shouldn't trade CFDs, right? You go for futures, because if you are scalping on the 1 minute time frame, it means you can't risk more, right? You can't risk more, and then because they have uh the lot size is like the maximum lot size on the challenge account is like 0.09 lots, and if you are scalping and you are taking like one, unless you have to take like about 3 trades a day, right, before you can make the 600 as quickly as possible. Or so you're just going to be in break even. So because I was scalping, I was a scalper, right? I was shooting on a 1 minute time frame, and I realized that was going to take a long time for me to pass the account. So I had to change my strategy, and then you know find entries on a 5 minutes time frame so I can risk more and then have a good target, big target, so I can crash the trading like say 3, 4, 5 Gs, right? So the first 2 weeks I was scalping. I realized that if I do that, it was going to take very long for me to get my account, right? So let me show you guys. Alright, guys. So this was me when I was trading, when I was scalping, right? So you can see making 23, 5, 1, 9, 11, minus 35, plus 29, plus 19, 0. Like, I realized that it was going to take me very long, like about 2 months, if I wanted to pass with my strategy. So I had to change my strategy so I'll be able to risk more. So I changed my entry from 1 minute time frame to 5 minutes time frame. I'm going to show you the exact strategy. So if you also want to pass an account like this, you have to trade at least on a 5 minutes time frame, 5 minutes time frame, 15 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hour. That's for like passing account, right? After you pass the account, you can scalp, because every man that comes is Roman, so you can scalp and whatever, however you want to trade it, right? What matters is that you are making money. So, but when you are trading the challenge account, you want to pass as quickly as possible because it's demo. You feel me? Yeah. So like when I change the strategy, I pass the account. Um, I changed the strategy on Friday, the week before I passed the account, right? So like Friday when the week was ending, I realized that, analyzed my stuff, and I was like, nah, if I keep on with this scalping strategy, I'm not going to pass the account as fast as I want to pass the account. So I had to change it. So I changed it on Friday, and I passed the account the following week. That was like Friday, the following week, Friday. And this was the trade I took. Um, yeah, I made some $35. Got some 216. See, I was risking big, so I was risking like $69. Yeah, show you more. I was making $200, 150, risking $54 and all that. So that's how I was able, sorry, that's how I was able to pass the account fast, quickly. And one thing I was doing was that I was not also chasing risk to reward. So I was looking for 1:2, 1:3, 1:4. I'm just looking at what the market is saying. Having a constant risk to reward ratio is, to me, it's not worth it, because when your strategy presents itself, you should be able to make full profit. You should be able to make the full profit, right? You don't take another profit. And when your strategy is giving you a lower risk reward, you should take it too. You should be able to take that, and then watch for price to reverse, or because you want to take 1:2, 1:3, and all that, right? So you can see my average risk reward was 1:1.64, right? Anything greater than 1:1, I will take it, because it's not about risk reward. You know what I'm saying? It's about risk management. Trading is about risk management and your edge, right? A lot of people think they have an edge. They have an edge, but they don't have. The edge is not your strategy. An edge is how well you know your strategy, right? That's the edge. So that's why you're supposed to stick with one strategy and make sure you know everything about that strategy. That's what's gonna make you a profitable trader, right? Think that I'm done with this. I'm going to show you the strategy. I'm going to show you the trades I took from my journal, right? So I'm going to show you the strategy on the charts. This is the strategy that I used to pass the account. It's very, very simple. So all you need is two indicators here. Volume by big beluga, and then there's cumulative volume delta. So to get these indicators, you just have to come to the right. So we're going to set the first indicator is the cumulative volume delta. I already have it on my chart, so you just have to click on it. Yeah, I have it start, so it's like my favorite. Yeah, and you have the bubble. So this volume bubbles by Big Beluga. That's the one you want to use. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna. Alright. So I'm turning on the cumulative volume delta. Yep. So this is the cumulative volume delta, and what it does is that it tells the relationship between price and volume. So this is our price, the normal chart, and this is the volume. You get it? This is volume. So like originally, price and volume should correlate. So as price is moving up, volume should also move up, right? So each candlestick here has a corresponding candlestick here on this cumulative volume delta chart, right? So this candlestick right here, this is the volume that was pumped to create this candlestick right here. So the strategy is very, very simple. All I do is I want to see cumulative volume delta divergence, right? So I want price to sweep a low, and the cumulative volume delta will fail to sweep that low, right? So we can look for some real quick here. these two candles, yeah, price swept the high of this candle, right? But on the volume chart, price swept the high. So let's mark. So price swept the high, yeah. Over there. So this is what we have. But on the cumulative volume delta chart, the volume didn't go above this candles. The volume of this candle didn't go above the volume of this candle, right? So that to me indicates a reversal, and that's what I want to look at, right? So I'm gonna do that. So now you have a divergence right here. So I'm gonna go on the 5 minute time frame. Right, so this is it to 22 o'clock. So I'm gonna move it to the high, right? So what I want to see is after the divergence, I want to see a break and a retest, right? So when I see the break, I'm gonna pull my, if price breaks above the line, right? I'm just gonna set my alert below the high, right? So if price breaks below it, I'm gonna turn on my volume indicator, right? Yeah. So the volume indicator is gonna show some bubbles, green and red bubbles. Green bubbles are indicates the green bubbles indicate bullish volume, right? And then the bearish bubbles are the red ones. So I want to see a bearish bubble or a red bubble if I'm looking for sales, right? So I want to see a bearish bubble after price retest the line, right? Or retest our high. So waiting price retest this high and I see the bubble, I'm going to enter, right? With my stop at the high. No, with the candle that broke it, this one, right? The candle that broke the low, my stops there, my entry here. I'm going to target the next two liquidities, right? So this is the first liquidity and the second liquidity. And that's what I'm going to put my, so I'm going to put my take profit, yeah. So this is basically the strategy that I trade. This the model one, right? This model one of science HD model. The whole model is the science HD model, but this model A, right? So like a break and retest. And then the other one too is I want to see price reject with a, like after a price shifts the high, I want to see a rejection with volume, right? Alright, so we're gonna go with the second strategy here. I'm gonna take you over the second model B, sorry. Same strategy, one strategy, the science HD model B. So the model B, the same thing. Identifying your liquidity. You wanna see, alright, so this candle right here and this candle right here. There's a divergence, right? Easy strategy, bro. Another divergence, yeah. So I'm gonna mark the high. Some indication of a reversal, yeah. So I'm gonna go to the 5 minutes time frame. I'm gonna adjust it to the high. This is the high, right? And put the magic indicator. So when price swept this high, right, but then no bearish volume, and it did it a second time, and it printed the bearish. You can see the bubble, right? So that's my entry. SL at the high. Take profits at the next two liquidities. The second liquidity, sorry. So this is the first one. This is the second one. take profit there. Boom, and that's it. That's it. Easy money. Honest to 4.5. Easy work, easy work. So that's the strategy here. This is my journal here. I want to show you all the trades I took. The trade I took and the trades I took to pass the account. Alright, so this was the first trade. It was on Monday. So as you can see, this is the model B, right? So price swept the high, tapped into it, swept it, tapped back into it, right, with a bearish volume. So price didn't close above it, right? And I saw a bearish volume print, and I just entered my I think this was my target. Yeah, it was a lot. That was my first trade. This is my second trade. So a tap in a bearish volume, but then I lost like 6.7. This was break even. It was a break, right? A break and a retest, but I broke even. Same loss. Let me just show you the big winners. Yeah. Now this was this model 2, model size model 2. This is the B, right? So price tab back here, rejected with a bullish volume, and I entered, took my take profit from here, made 129 bucks. Yep, this was same thing. A break, a retest, boom, straight. So this was it. So it was so crazy. I had to wait for the trade, right? So price broke below, did all this. I had to be very, very patient and wait for my edge to play out, right? So price broke up, have a tapped into it, boom, I took the trade. That was my tip, and this was when I passed the account. Yeah, couple wins and losses, and I passed the account. So this is a proof that the strategy works, and that's what I traded. Exactly what I traded. I didn't go outside it or anything else. It was this that I traded. This was what I traded to pass the account. Yeah. All right. Now I'm gonna take you out through the blueprint. Right, how to pass firms easily on board. One, you need an edge. You need an edge. So one, you need an edge. Like I said, an edge is mastering your strategy. Mastering your strategy. So you need to manage risk management here. You need to manage your risk, but then risk high. So like on this account I was risking like about $100 here. Should aim to pass the account in 3 trades, right? So like the total risk for that account was $360, right? So 360 divided by 3 high quality trades, bro. Shouldn't be random trades. So you have to take your time, make sure like this is fitting, everything is good before you enter. Because you only have 3 shots. So I was fixing about like $120 per trade, right? That was what I wanted to risk per day. Sometimes I was risking less because my strategy usually gives me a tighter stop loss, and then FundedNext has a, because of the equity, I'm only able to open 0.9 lots, 0.09 lots. Yes, sometimes I risk about $54 or something, right? But then if I hit SL, I can risk another one, and so I'm down $120 in the day, right? So you can risk about $120 in a day. Should be on the 15 minutes time frame, 5 minutes time frame, 15 minutes time frame, whatever. But then it shouldn't be on the 1 minute time frame if if you want to pass quickly. And then the third one is, the third thing you need to do is to journal. You need to journal your trades. Journal them. When I say journal, I don't mean just record the trades and be like, okay, yeah, it was a win day. Duh, it was a lose. It was I lost today. No, 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 no. You need to review your trades, right? You want to see the ones that won. Lucky, what what did you do? What did the market say? Just look at your trades. You can print them, look at them, make sure you are like picking lessons out of it, especially your losses. You want to learn because market doesn't move like without a reason. If you were stopped out, it was because of something, right? Maybe it was because of another block that was right above your entry or something like that, right below you. Whether if it was a buy, it was another block right above your entry, was a sell, another block right below your entry, right? You have to look at all these things and know how to how you're going to use it to get an advantage over the markets, right? Don't be like, I've lost. Oh no, God. No, no, no. You should steady your losses. Your losses are your teachers, so you should steady them. I think these are and the last one is buy a small account. If you're a beginner, you should buy a small account. So that you can do you can do it multiple times. So like if you feel, you can buy another one, feel buy another one. Don't just go straight and buy 200K account. Now, if it works on a 6K account, it will definitely work on the 200K account. So from 6K, you can start scaling up to 100K, 200K, or whatever. And just make sure you are able to get it on the 6K account. Buy a small account. Buy a small account. So that will be it. If you want me to go over my strategy, like take my time and teach you guys how to really trade a strategy with risk management and all that. Or if you can comment size HG model, and I'm going to make a YouTube video on it. Or if you are good with this simple one I just taught you guys, that's so cool, right? So I'm gonna catch you in another video. It's going to be about my payouts. When I get my payouts, I'm going to do a video on the payouts. Let's shine on it. Yeah. Alright. Bye.